Did you do the intro?
I am. Never long enough.
No.
Never long enough.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Never long enough. Sorry, we're singing tonight. We're just going to have fun, hang out, do our thing. Yeah. Who do I need to send this to? Make faces while we're sitting here sending out.
Hi, David.
Hello. How are you? Welcome. We're going to have fun tonight because this is our last show for the season. Yep. We're just going to
last show for the season. And then we need input on what you want to see next year. Sometime.
Right.
Hi, Irene. Did you get it? Are you sharing?
I am. I'm sharing still. I can't multitask tonight, you know?
It's fine.
Hi, Irene.
I get it.
Long time no see. Okay. I shared as much as I could. You know.
All right.
Everyone else, share. Share it out. Share it out. Irene comes all the way to us from Japan. She's my Japan friend.
Nice.
Yep. I do apologize in advance if you hear me choking over here. I still fighting allergies and this stupid cough that won't go away. So yay me. You know, it's that time of season for allergies. Leaves are falling. Clearwater, Florida. Is it nice and sunny today out there in Clearwater?
Lucky.
I've never been there. I know it's a very nice area. Clearwater is.
I've heard that it is a very nice area. I have not been to Clearwater before either.
I've only been to Florida once, and it was to go to Disney World. That was it. That's it.
Same.
83 degrees.
Nice.
My type of weather right there. Except, is it humid still, or is it just regular? I don't know. I know a lot of older folks around Michigan go there in the wintertime.
What's the lowest like it will get in the winter?
It's nice. All right. Anywho,
all right.
Now we're going to do a little recap of some of the shows that we did do this past season, like we said. So we'll talk about a little bit 30 degrees. 30. Wow, that's cold.
That is kind of chilly for Florida.
Does it snow down there?
I'm
just kidding.
Does it I'm wondering if it affects the palm trees though. Like,
or all the geckos and lizards that crawl around.
They probably just crawl on the ground. But yeah, so we're going to recap this season and things we did. And there's so much more to explore. They freeze. Wow. Yeah, so we started with, what did we start with?
We started with the St. Valentine's Day Massacre because that's the day we started that week. I think it was February 16th
right,
or something.
We started Valentine's Day. You're right. And so we started out our season with the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. I believe showed pictures from the Mob Museum that I went
I
to.
delete all my pictures, so I couldn't even show you pictures. Every
No,
time
it's
I
fine.
start
I
a new
don't have them either, but I do believe we when I went to Vegas, there's a mom museum and they have the wall there from the
Oh yeah.
St. Valentine's Day Massacre there. And talking about Capone, all that stuff. So yeah, so we started our season out doing that. And then I think, didn't we do a fairy tale? Didn't we do like Hansel and Gretel?
Yes, we did. And then I know we did
Oh, Queen Mary.
Queen Mary. We did Mary Quite Contrary, so we tied that into with the Queen Mary.
Right.
And that's one of on my bucket list to visit. I don't know if any of you guys have been there. I mean, if you have, put it in the comments and tell us about your experiences, because that is definitely on my bucket list to go visit Queen Mary. I mean, I know some of the things that we did find in that article was there's like a little boy on the ship.
Where is it again? I forget.
In California.
Okay.
Like I want to say near San Francisco area, right around there.
We should take a field trip.
I know. We keep saying that. We keep saying we got to go visit all these places that we talk about.
We say, oh, we should go there, and we don't.
I know.
We need to.
Well, when the kids are grown, because I still have, teenagers. One's going to be 18 soon, so but my.
Hi, Cindy.
How you feeling, sweetheart? I know she just had surgery, and she's recovering because what did you call it, Timmy the tumor?
Alcatraz would be cool.
Oh yeah, Alcatraz would definitely cool. I hope you're feeling better, sweetheart, because I've been praying for you. But yeah, Alcatraz would definitely be cool. I wish we could investigate Alcatraz and not just take a tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alcatraz, that's definitely. I don't even think if you go through the tour, if you're sensitive and stuff, you're gonna definitely feel stuff.
Yeah.
But the Queen Mary is definitely I think we talked about the boiler room. There was the article said there was stuff that happened. That's good. Now it's just recovery, right?
That's cool.
Oh, they have a midnight
you go
tour?
on their own. That's nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's spooky.
Yep.
A lot of history there.
There is.
Yeah.
But that's what I like about a lot of locations too, is the history. It's funny when we're kids and stuff and we're in high school learning about history and you're like, oh my God, this is so boring. And you're like, because your teachers I know, because I grew up in the 90s. I was in high school in the 90s, class of 95. Sorry, I'm giving away my age. But back then, my history teacher, had such a monotone voice that you just went to sleep every time he talked. I had a few teachers like that. I had an English teacher like that. First thing in the morning, first hour of class too. She was so bad. The whole class would be back to sleep. But anyways, it's when you're younger, you don't care about history. But as you grow older, it's I like the history. I like to know how they made the buildings, when they were constructed, the designs, the deco, all that stuff. It's just oh my God, I wish I could step back in time and, see it then when it was live, see what it was like when it was back in the day.
Yeah.
It makes me think of the movie. What is that movie? Kate and Leopold.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen
that, actually. I know what you're talking about, but I don't think I've ever seen that.
It's a good movie. It's a romance movie, but they go back. Yeah, but they find a wormhole and teleport to back in when the elevators were made, basically.
Okay. All right.
So, but yeah, that would be cool just to see some of the buildings of when they were constructing them, and talk to him, hey. But yeah, so we did Queen Mary. That
Yep.
was interesting. And then we did the Hansel and Gretel.
Yep. And we talked about, with that one, went into basically child abuse and neglect and kidnapping. And I mean, it was crazy. We went down a crazy rabbit hole with that one.
Right. And you know what? And it's funny too, because I was a preschool teacher, and it just amazes me, absolutely amazes me that they have taken these very horrific situations in back in the day, like in time, and tried to turn it into something positive. And I get that, but as a teacher, it's like, I don't want to teach my kids that,
Right.
like Ring Around the Rosie. It was about Rose, like a horrific disease.
Yeah.
Like, why are we singing about a disease? It's like we're trying to make tragedy, something out of tragedy positive, but still it's like, eh.
Yeah, that one, definitely took us down.
It could have probably took us in a rabbit hole at that point. Excuse me. I can't breathe today. I've been choking up. I feel like it's like right here and it's just moving on its own.
So along with Hansel and Gretel, we talked about the Muffin Man, which kind of introduced a lot of your serial killer stuff that we started getting into.
Mm-hmm.
The Muffin Man, it's kind of a hard tale because some people believe it's one person, other people believe it's another person, and there's really not a whole lot of proof, if I remember correctly, for it to sway.
But the funny thing with the Muffin Man too is the only thing they do know is that he was a baker. He actually did live on Drury Lane, and he enticed the children to come to his store with muffins, which were actually biscuits, cookies, whatever you want.
Right.
They call them muffins, but they were actually like the biscuits then. I don't know. We would call them cookies. So,
right.
But yeah, I mean, that one definitely is the one that, got us. And it's funny because like nursery rhymes and fairy tales actually all have a dark side. And that's why we started this podcast, because it's like, let's talk about those. And we wanted to intertwine them because they all deal with a serial killer just about, every single nursery rhyme or fairy tale has to do with, killings or, hurting people in some way or another,
Mm-hmm. The villains and heroes type.
Yeah. And
things at times.
And then we talked about Jack the Ripper, which they just, within the last couple of years, found the DNA and found out who the person actually was. So that's pretty cool in itself. To go
was it like 100 years or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over 100 years, I think, because it was in the 18 somethings, like late 1800s.
Yeah.
But they, there was different things we found out about that as well. Was, some people believe he was a doctor from America, that went over there. Somebody that, because they knew how to cut open the abdomen and stuff, thought they were, like a midwife and this and that. So there was like different speculations, but thankfully they found out who really, and the weird part of it, the DNA that they did find came from semen. So
nice.
Yeah.
And
it's so.
And I just heard recently, what was I watching recently, where they're saying that.
Hi, Eddie Pence.
That, I mean, and we didn't actually cover Ted Bundy this season, but I did read something that said that the killings that he did and all of the number of killings that he did was very similar to like Jack the Ripper. Like he would have been the Jack the Ripper of the 70s kind of ordeal. So
right.
So we should cover him.
Yeah, well, yeah, we will cover him next season. We are gonna take the next 2 months off and come back in January, February, somewhere around there. We just got to get through the holidays. Everyone knows I'm a Grinch at this time of year. I hate this time of year. I like Halloween. After Halloween, I'm done. We can just skip the next 2 months. But it is because everything's due. Everything.
Well, not just that, it's just everything's materialistic now. It's not, it's all about how much you spend on someone and you're going to get them things. And it's, although Thanksgiving's supposed to be about being thankful.
It is, but.
Hi, Eddie.
Eddie Page. Yeah. Anywho, so we did do John Wayne Gacy. We did,
that was recent.
That was fun to learn about. And
that was crazy how he had, all of these people. I mean, he ran things. He was in charge of things, had his own businesses.
The interesting part that I learned from that too was Pennywise was created after him. So
wasn't it Bobo or something like that? What's that clown's name? Was it Bobo?
Something like that.
Or Hogbo or something?
But anyways, but Pennywise was created after the John Wayne Gacy character, which is interesting. I found that very interesting. I was like, oh my God. And then that means we got baby Benny I have a baby Benny and a John Wayne Gacy doll too. So nice. I should say they're technically aces. Yeah.
So John Wayne Gacy was something else. They found like 30 bodies buried in his
basement
crawl space under his house. And it
just amazes me that like I know that he actually buried them, but like when we talked about oh my God, my brain just went dead. Who's the last person we just talked about?
Like in this conversation?
No, I know our last show that we did.
The
one actually 2 shows ago. Oh my God. He was in the apartment.
Parker Ray.
No, not David that guy. Parker. Not that guy. The other one. The one that ate people.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Huh?
Wow. Jeffrey Dahmer.
Thank you. It just amazes me that like he would put the bodies in his basement and this and that and the stench that people would complain about the stench, and then it's like how do you not?
Hi, Sean.
Hi, Sean. How are you? Oh, my homie. Monica's watching too. Hi, Monica.
And Jeffrey Dahmer also would put him in barrels and had him in the corner of his room.
Yeah.
He would be in there trying to kill somebody with somebody dead already on the side of the bed.
It's funny. I keep seeing a meme about how he says tattoos tasted gross. So tattoo yourself up. And I was like, that's funny. He wouldn't eat somebody with tattoos because they tasted gross. So get yourself some tattoos.
Not everybody had them. I mean, this was what?
So Matt Warner could say he's safe. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Jeffrey Dahmer was definitely not a fun one. John Wayne Gacy wasn't very fun either. Another thing about John Wayne Gacy, and I think he might be one of the reasons why prisoners aren't allowed. Like, he used to sell his artwork from prison and profit off of it. And I think eventually, it started with him. Hi, Jeremy.
Oh, I did send the video to Jeremy too. I did that tonight, finally.
Oh, you did? Good.
I did, finally.
All right, that's good.
So sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. He was just profiting off of his stuff and being an inmate and a prisoner for killing all of these men and the things that he did, and they finally put us to that was my whole point. The whole thing.
Yeah.
So they're prisoners are not allowed to profit off of so if you have one of these pictures that has his signature, they're like extremely valuable.
Right.
It's sad to say, but they are. And then Jeffrey Dahmer didn't do that. So
but he just turned them into like took their brains and skeletons.
He tried to make them
skulls.
zombies.
He decorated their skulls though. Remember, he was painting the skulls and putting them on a shelf.
Yes, remember for his altar.
Yeah, for his altar.
That was the ultimate goal, was to create an altar of his. Guys gotta have goals. All right. We did H.H. Holmes. Yeah. That was a crazy one too. The guy that built the passageways and trapdoors and maze, and his whole house was a maze. And he did it as like a bed and breakfast too.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a crazy one.
And that house was torn down though.
Yeah, they tore it down.
That would have been interesting to visit if they didn't. Oh, I can hear myself.
Well, and they tore down Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment buildings.
Yeah. Yep. The apartment buildings, that's no longer there.
Yeah.
But still, we could still go. We could still go to the like sites and see. I'm sure there's still like spirits there.
Maybe they have
roaming around. Like hopefully, I would hope that those spirits would cross over and be at peace. But you never know.
You never know.
Nope. So, but yeah, if you guys, while we're chatting here, I'm like leaning down so you can't see me. If there's anything you guys want us to talk, like any certain people you want us to like for next season, research and stuff and bring details about digging up history about that person, let us know. Put it in the comments or send us a chat if you think about it later, because we're always looking for new people to talk about,
or anything just weird, off the wall, odd,
fairy tales,
anything
like that.
Because
our whole thing was the whole thing started off being fairy tales, nursery rhymes, and serial killers, because they all have a tie and within to them. But there's only so many nursery rhymes and so many fairy tales that But there's definitely a lot more serial killers than anything.
Right. Because they all pretty much have their meaning in the long run.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
So, but we could also do different kinds of curiosity. And I think, are you involved with like the Bigfoot stuff? Crypto? Are you in the cryptid stuff?
What are you talking about?
Holly.
What?
Do you are you into the Bigfoot?
I don't believe in Bigfoot.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
I don't.
Any of the cryptids, like Mothman or.
So I have a hard time believing in those a little bit.
Yeah.
I believe in some of them, but most of them I feel like until I see them or feel them with my own like senses, I just don't. It's hard for me, like I saw a video clip of what looked like a mermaid or a seer swimming across a river, and I mean it truly did. But my whole thing is when people take these videos, why are you not zooming in? Like they're so far back, like you're so like if you're a mile away, and then it's like this little teeny thing, and you're like, and the same thing with Bigfoot. They're so far away, and it's like with the technology that we have today, and people who can take up close videos of the damn moon, and you can see every single crater that's in the moon. Why can't you do that with Bigfoot? Bigfoot? You know, why can't you do that with the mermaids that or the seers that you see, or you know, other things? It's like, why are you so far away? And that's what I don't understand about cryptids. It's like, and I hear people say they're interdimensional and this and that, and I can maybe believe that, but it's just like, why haven't they been really captured? Like,
I believe I've opened a big can. Sorry.
no, but it is, but it's truth though. Like, why? I mean, if you think about it, like, why are they so far away? Oh no.
So we won't be researching cryptids. Or do not get hold of us at all. But no, I'm just saying, like,
but it's true. But it's true though. Like, I mean, even with Bigfoot, it's like, okay, so many people say they've seen them and this and that, and it's like, okay, where's the actual evidence? I mean, I've seen the people, and don't get me wrong, I'm not dissing anybody. This is my own belief. It's like, I've seen the videos of the footprints and stuff, and that's cool and dandy. But how do I know that you didn't take a piece of wood, you know, that you carved out of wood or something, or a big shoe, and just slap it on the ground and then go, oh, look, I found this video, you know, start videotaping, I found this footprint and stuff. I wasn't there with you to witness that. Like, if I would have seen it there with my own eyes because I went Bigfoot hunting with you and we found it just there and I know you didn't put it there, then I'd be like questioning it. Until I do it on my own, I gotta question it. It just is. I gotta question it.
Yeah.
But that's the same. Like, that's the same. Like when we speak with spirits and stuff. You know, I mean.
Where's the music? Play that music.
Okay, hold on. Bam, 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 bam. We're gonna take a dance break for a minute. Everybody, get your dance break. Why is it all slow all of a sudden?
I don't know. It was really fast earlier.
It was going faster earlier.
Does it let you change the tempo?
No, I didn't change anything.
All right. That's a new feature we figured out tonight, and we thought, we would dance break, please.
But no, it's just like when we speak with spirits and stuff, like, you know, people will go, oh yeah, that's not, you know, that's fake, that's not real, this and that. And it's like, we all have our different
jams, you know it, girl.
Jams.
I think that was like the one that sounded like Marvin Gaye.
If I keep coughing, I'll lose my voice, and then we can do some pillow talk. We used to have a DJ back in the day. It would be called, I think it was on 100.3, but it was Pillow Talk. And the guy had the deepest voice. That's probably where I got my love for deep voices, because my mom would listen to the Pillow Talk guy at nighttime. I was like, yeah. I love deep voices.
Alrighty then. on that note,
but anyways,
we also covered the Bulgaria, which was, I believe, Elizabeth Short.
Yeah, she was our first female we talked about, right?
I think so. And yeah, that's a big mystery, because they still don't know how and what happened to her.
But you know, it's very sad about a lot of these too. And I mean, females, males, you know, the when we were doing the research, almost every single one of these folks that we looked up had some kind of horrific trauma-based childhood, like horrible, you know, absolutely disgusting what they had to endure as a child. And it's like, no wonder why, you know, like, I think one of the females that I forget her name, but one of them was a street hooker, and she was killing men that looked like her father, you know, basically, you know.
Wasn't there Arlene Warnes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like she
was executed.
Yeah. And but still, she was killing men that treated her almost as bad as what her dad did to her.
Well, it started out that way, and then she just started killing them to either steal their money or their car.
Right.
But yeah, it started out that way.
But every single one of these people just came from something horrible as a child. And I guess you just they snapped. That's all I can say. It's terrible. I'm glad I had a good childhood, or a decent one.
I mean, other than really Jeffrey Dahmer, we didn't really cover anything this season that was that horrific. I mean, yeah, none of this is good by any means, but John Wayne Gacy's not like he was mutilating their bodies or anything like that. Like he was just burying them, and
right.
I mean, nobody dead is good, but I'm saying like there's a lot of really disgusting people out there and the things that they did, like the Green River Killer, and we mentioned Ted Bundy already tonight, and Ed Gein is another one. That's a crazy one. David Parker Ray was probably another one. The one we
the toy box killer.
That's probably in the long lines of Jeffrey Dahmer, although he didn't eat them.
But he involved his daughter, and that's gross in itself too. He got her all involved. He got her involved in his. She would lure the girls to, and I was like, I wonder, like, if she was blackmailed, and I don't remember reading anything, but it just seems like that would be a form. How? Why would you want to help your dad do that? That's sick too.
Well, I also think that there could have been a brainwashing type of thing going on with that, because I have no doubt in my mind he was pretty molesting her at a young age.
Oh, for sure.
So,
well, there's one that I've been seeing, and yes, I watch TikTok. And it's based on a true story. It's called The Girl in the Basement. Have you heard about that?
Is that one about Sylvia Likens at Indiana?
I'm not sure the name. I just been seeing little clips of it, but her dad locked her in his basement, and she was missing for 24 years, and she had like 3 or 4 kids with her dad before she escaped. So
that's insane.
That's one I think it's not a serial killer. But
I mean, there's just a lot of them out there. Like the Sylvia Likens case, we should cover that next year. That's a really good. That happened in Indianapolis, Indiana, and that's just a story about. I mean, this was back in the 60s, I believe. Child abuse is basically what that was all about. It was insane, the stuff they did to that poor girl. And I think she's buried in Lafayette. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, it's Sarah.
No, this one's name was Sylvia.
But
her dad didn't lock her in the basement. It was the babysitter. But yeah, I just somebody.
Oh, it's true story of Elizabeth Fritzl, who was held captive and tortured by her father for 24 years.
I saw that.
Yeah, so we should definitely cover those. Some of those too.
Yeah, and I just keep seeing that, like the clips from it. I was like, oh my god, I'm on the thing. Quiet. Sorry, daughter's talking. She's like, I saw that movie.
So yeah, we covered, and there's so much more to cover. I mean, twisted tales and stories and scary stuff. I mean, I'd even like to get into some urban legends.
Oh yeah, we can. That definitely could. That's part of our twisted tales, though. I mean, we didn't really specify, nursery. We didn't put that in our tale. We just said twisted tales from the graveyard. So we can talk about anything twisted.
Yep. So if you got a
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely give us,
fun.
give us some ideas too, like what you guys want to, talk about. We here for you guys. Yay.
We can all gore together. Yay!
Yeah, so it'll be fun. But like we said, it'll probably start back up in January, February. I mean, we did have a long run, February. I mean, we did take a month off in July because that was just a crazy busy. And we'll probably do it again this year. July is a busy month for me. Do a lot of traveling. But this year, I got a senior, so there's going to be some days. Like I know one day in May, we are not going to do a show because we have prom. Yep. It's on a Thursday. I don't get it.
On a Thursday?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. I said, oh, your boyfriend's going to have to take
Thursday.
I know. I'm like, your boyfriend's going to have to take a day off of school just to go to prom with you.
Do they have school on Friday too?
Yeah.
No.
They have
I have a prom and have school.
They don't. Well, the seniors don't have school, but everybody else does. So, and her
the Slender Man.
The seniors get out the 24th, and prom is on the 30th. But her boyfriend's a year younger than her, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slender
Man is a good one. And not only storyline behind the Slender Man a good one, but there is actually another story affiliated with that where these two girls tried to kill their best friend and they blamed it on Slender Man.
I think you had brought that up before.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Cover that and the story behind the Slender Man.
Yeah,
they were bringing a friend as a sacrifice to the Slender Man because they believed in him.
Right.
Craziness. Tripping people.
Very trippy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway. We talked about Amelia Dyer. We talked about Eileen Warnes. I don't know what else I don't think we're missing anything.
Nah, I think we covered it because we do it every 2 weeks. So, not every week.
Anyway.
Yeah, we try to. We missed last week. That was my fault. I got my days mixed up.
That's okay. I had a lot going on anyway, so it worked.
I was like, oh yeah.
I think I had to make cupcakes. Or was that the week before? I think the week before I had to make cupcakes.
Oh yeah, because you had your was it baby shower or something?
No, it was the fall festival we were doing at work, and I volunteered and regretted later.
I do that too.
Actually, not really. It was fun. I made red velvet cupcakes, and I found that they're really easy. And I think I'm gonna make more just to have them around.
Do you know red velvet cupcakes are just chocolate cupcakes with red food coloring in them?
I do now.
Yep,
they were good.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that until I had to make them, and I was like, oh, that's it. That's all it is, really? Red velvet, and I hate red velvet cupcakes. I hate red velvet, but it's just chocolate cupcakes with red food coloring in it. And I'm just like, I hate red velvet. And I'm like, it's really just chocolate cake mix with red food coloring in it. That's it.
Well, and then after I made those, I made a cinnamon crumble muffins. Those were good. Super good.
I've made because I have my cake page and stuff, but I've made really good blueberry muffins before. I found a recipe once and I was like, yep, these are to die for. And I used to make all kinds of cupcakes for people. I made mint, like grasshopper ones. Oh, those were so good. Like with the Andary mint.
But I enjoy doing it. I'm not much of a baker.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, I've seen your cakes and stuff you used to make.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because like I enjoy making them, but then I run out of patience too because it's like not going how I planned it in my head. So then my patience run low, and then it's like, why did I do this to my like you said like I regret doing this, and then you're like, oh my god, it looks like poo, and like, I don't like the way it looks, and then you take it to the customer and they're like, oh my god, it's so beautiful, it's more than I expected, and I was like, really? I don't like it. I should charge you more now. I undercharge you because I didn't like it. But
Well,
we're
if
all
you're
critics
going
of
to books for
ourselves.
yourself, I wouldn't advertise it like that.
No, I don't.
I will charge you more if you like it. If you don't,
I pretty much just make it for family and friends now.
right.
Hi, Rhonda. How are you? Yeah, so I pretty much just make cakes for family and friends because I will make them and then I literally don't sleep all night because I do it at nighttime when my kids. But you know what? It'll be nicer when I have a different household and I have more room. Yeah, I haven't gotten rid of any of my cake supplies. I still have them all.
It's good.
Oh, you worked a long day. Rhonda lives not too far from me. She's a cool person. She has TikTok and she does card readings.
We did not cover Bloody Mary.
Yeah, we did. Well, we kind of did. We did.
Well, with Queen Mary, we did.
With Queen Mary
or with Mary Quite Contrary.
because they run together pretty much.
Yeah, they do.
Because Bloody
Same
Mary
type
is
of
Bloody Mary is Queen Mary, and then Mary Quite Contrary was also Queen Mary. So we kind of covered them together because, yeah. So we did cover Bloody Mary. That was at the very beginning, though.
Yeah, it was. That might have been the first one, actually. No, we did Valentine's Day Massacre first.
Yep.
And then it was Queen Mary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do remember that. Mm-hmm.
We're going to have to keep better track next year.
Yeah, we'll write them down in a book.
I think we said that this year.
Do what?
I think we said this year.
Yeah, we
just
didn't.
have to be sure.
No. But that's okay. We're learning, first time yes, I've been doing the podcast since 2020 when, COVID hit and all. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that word. Bleep it out. I'm sorry. When that, C-bug came around, I don't want to be banned. Apparently, if you say that word on your things, it bans you. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. Anywho, forgot. Anywho, during that time, the pandemic, I started doing the podcast, but this is the first time I've actually had a co-host. So, well, not the first time, but I'm the first one to lead the co-host thing. I think we did pretty good. Not going to lie.
I think so. I think it went well.
I think so. And we'll do it again.
Yeah.
Until we're tired of doing it.
Yeah. Or tired of us. And don't tune in anymore.
You know what pushes me to keep doing it though, honestly? Because my camera and my microphone were Christmas presents. So I'm like, I gotta make use of them. I don't want the person to think, hey, I bought you that so you can do your podcast and then you're not even doing it anymore. So that's what kind of keeps me motivated to keep going with the podcast. Oh well. It's funny. Hey.
Find the dance music again. Are you sure you picked the right one?
I did. It was Feeding the Ducks. But it's too slow now. I don't know what happened, but we can do the rock one.
What was before the Feeding the Ducks?
The Feeding the Ducks?
Before it.
Daydreaming. There's Dance Pop, but that was weird too.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't know. But we can add our own. I don't know what kind of music we can add. I don't know. We'll figure it out. There's nighttime driving too. Some of them are weird. The rock one was cool though. There's acoustic, cinematic, dance pop, daydreaming, Feeding the Ducks. I didn't know Feeding Ducks actually had music, but okay. Into space, hey. Yeah. Anyways.
So I'm ready for hope everybody has good holidays.
Our favorite holiday's coming up Tuesday.
All right. Halloween.
Oh, and it is a full moon this weekend. Tomorrow. The blood moon. It's the blood moon. So do your witchiness for all you witches out there. Dance under the moon naked. Just don't
Is
let
that
the
you?
Huh?
Is that what they
Is what?
do? Is that what they do?
I don't know. It's what I would do if I had a private backyard.
You would
Shoot.
dance under the moon naked?
Yes, I would.
All right.
I'll be an exhibitionist on the full moon. Oh, you have a house
Ooh,
party.
house
Nice.
party.
I miss going to parties. I really do. Like Halloween parties.
I do too until the day of. And then I'm really tired. I don't want to go.
You know, it's funny. I always make people laugh because I always tell people Halloween and St. Patrick's Day are my two favorite holidays. You want to know why? Because there's only 2 days you can dress up like a slut and nobody cares.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I crack jokes, but nah. I just like Halloween. It's like you get to be somebody different for a day. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really participate much in it.
No,
No.
I always have. I remember
When my kids were little, we'd do the trick or treat thing, but
yeah. I mean, when my kid was little, I dressed him because I love Goofy, so I bought it's for a 6-foot man, and I'm only 5'3". Well, I'm shrinking now, so I'm 5'2". But it was they didn't have a female version of like Goofy's like female size. So I had to buy the male size, which was like for a 6-foot guy. So but I have a Goofy outfit full on from the Disney store. And then my son, when he was little, he was Mickey Mouse. And I walked around the neighborhood in Goofy, and he was Mickey Mouse.
nice.
Yep, I dressed up. I'm still a kid at heart. I would go trick or treating if adults could go trick or treating. I'd go with my kids. I'd be like trick or treat. Yep, I would dress up. Those are fun though. House parties where you dress up, be a witch.
Yeah, I like to. I don't know. I'm just older. I'm old. I don't really like.
I'm old too, but I still like I like Halloween. It's my favorite.
I do like Halloween. I like the scariness of it. I like watching the movies and all that.
I
course.
don't have, yeah. I can only watch like the scary movies when I'm with a certain human being because I don't like watching them by myself.
I watch them at night by myself. I can watch them during the day by myself. Katie, who's on it right now, she and I made a huge mistake recently. My husband went out of town to Michigan because my stepdaughter lives there, and he was spending the weekend. So Katie and I decided to go see Evil Dead Rise, and good movie. I liked it. I think we both liked it, and but I was coming home to an empty house. No here, I was home by myself. We went and saw it at night, and I was up all night. I'm confessing on our live broadcast.
Right, and it's so funny because we can go into haunted locations. We can hear Bump in the Night all night long on locations, get spooked, have fun, go home and sleep it off, go to a scary movie, and you're like, what was that?
I know you that stuff regularly.
There's somebody in the corner of my house. Like, who's there? Like, the door creaked, though. We know what was that?
We're sitting watching a movie. I'm like one of these people that are like,
sleeping with your blanket up over your
right.
Head. You're like
I'm thinking, whose idea was this? Oh wait, it was mine.
And Katie said she slept fine.
Yeah.
No, I can't do it.
It was a good movie though. Highly recommend.
No, I think Exorcist ruined that for me.
I haven't seen a new one. Have you seen the new one?
No, I won't watch those. Not at all. Really? I hated it, and I would never watch it when I was a kid because I had issues with the devil. But for the 20-year reunion or the 20-year reunion thing that they had in the theaters, like I don't know how many years ago, probably 20 years ago now. But when it was the 20-year anniversary for The Exorcist, my ex and I went, and he's like, "Come on, come see it with me." And I'm like, "But you know my situation," and he's like, "Just come see it." And I'm like, "Fine." I literally had my head in his armpit the whole time. And the one scene that I actually looked at, I went like this, and it was the scene that she was walking backwards down the steps with her head all weird and wonky. I said, nope, I'm good. I'm done. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I really like to go see one.
But I mean, and it's funny because everyone's like, you like those scary movies? And I was like, I never watched scary movies. They're too scary. And I was like, the hell am I telling people that for? Because I did. I've seen all the poltergeists when I was little. Chucky, Child's Play.
Yes.
I've seen
Texas
I've seen,
Chainsaw Massacre, the Michael. Yes.
well, it's funny because I'd never watched any of the Halloweens or Friday the 13th, any of those when I was little. But I watched Cujo, Pet Cemetery, all those like freaky ones. I'm like, I did watch scary movies, and that's probably
I know. If I watch the movies in the afternoon, I'll be fine. Watching that night and then coming home to an empty house. I think.
Oh yeah, I used to. And what was the other one? Candyman. I watched
Yeah,
all
I
those.
didn't think that was that scary.
I don't know. I thought it was scary, but that was just me. I don't even like watching them during the day by myself. Mm-mm. Now my daughter, she loves scary movies, and even she went and saw the new one, and she's like, I didn't like it, Mom. It wasn't scary enough for me. I was like, what is wrong with you? But that's her. Ace liked it. Ace thought it was a good version of it. I don't know.
What are you talking about? The Exorcist?
Yeah, The Exorcist, the new one. She said it wasn't scary enough for her.
Oh well.
I know. She likes those kind of movies, though.
I do too. It's
and I don't know where she got her love for horror movies, because I definitely not a fan. Evil Dead went heavy on the blood.
Yeah, it was very gory.
I don't think I've ever seen any of those ones either.
It was I think it was a remake.
I don't mind gory as much as scary. Like the Scream movie
is different than just flat gore.
Yeah.
And it was like that.
Like gore, I don't mind. I've never minded gore, but
oh, see, I'm not a blood and guts person. I'd much rather take the suspense and scare out of it.
Yeah, and I mean now zombie movies, forget it. I don't like zombies. I'll be one of those people that just like kill me and just kill me. When the zombie apocalypse happens,
you're gonna give up
because I don't do zombies. Like I will be definitely running faster than anybody because you're gonna be left behind because I don't do zombies.
Well,
I don't know why either. I just don't.
Zombies evolve.
They're gross.
And this is fast again now, so be careful.
Yep, I don't do zombies. Nope. Yeah, I mean, gore doesn't bother me. And it's funny because I tell people all the time, I'm like, I want to take a gross anatomy class just for the fun of it, just to, see how the human body works, look at the inside. But I could sit there and somebody be splattered on the ground with their guts hanging out and it won't bother me. But somebody that vomits, that just grosses me out. If somebody pooed everywhere, that grosses me out. But having your insides all splattered, nope, that don't bother me.
I like paranormal. I love paranormal movies too. They freak me out too sometimes though.
Yeah. I mean,
but I'm a huge ID channel watcher, so I watch a lot of the serial killers, and
yeah,
that's just my normal. If I do watch TV, that's what I watch, and those scare me. So
yeah. Well,
I'm running around on my windows, even though I know they're loud, it doesn't matter.
But the funny thing is, I don't watch. I mean, it's funny because I say I don't watch a lot of TV, but I put I don't have cable or anything like that. I have the streaming channels, but I literally put it on before I go to, while I'm trying to relax to go to bed, fall asleep with the TV on. But I always put the silly romantic comedy stuff on because I just don't want those nightmares at nighttime. So I don't watch a lot of the paranormal shows or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of paranormal shows, but I do like some of the movies.
Yeah.
So.
I've seen some of them, like Conjuring. I've seen with Ace, which I like those ones. Those are pretty good.
Yeah. Those are kind of rabbit hole effect ones, though, because
Yeah.
you've got the Conjuring, the Nuns, the
Yeah.
Annabelle. I mean, like all that stuff.
I haven't seen the Nuns, and I haven't seen any of the Annabelle movies. Nope. But it's okay. I'm good though.
You need to.
I know. Well, you know, it's starting to become an off season for investigations because it's too cold in Michigan to investigate buildings. So those are when we start watching our movies.
At least in the Midwest. You don't want to investigate in the Midwest.
That Ghost Town Terror, no.
Yeah, I watched. Isn't that one with Sarah?
I have not seen that one. Nope. But
I haven't really watched it, but I think I saw the trailer. I think that's with Sarah Lemos.
What was the one movie that was filmed here in Detroit? It's the one where the guy, it was really, the guy, it was like not a bed and breakfast, but an Airbnb. And, the Airbnb was in this really rundown neighborhood. It was like the only house that was like pretty decent. Like everything else around it was burnt down. And two people, a guy and a girl, ended up renting the Airbnb for the same weekend. And so they were trying to figure it out who actually rented it. Well, then he found like this went in the basement and found like this whole tunnel system, and there was some really tall, strange female. It was pretty bad, but it was. I don't think it was Smile. It wasn't Smile. Oh my God, my kid would know what movie I'm talking about. Oh my God, forget it. He would know. Ace would know. My brain is dead, but it was filmed here in Detroit, and Ace actually has gone to that neighborhood. He's like, "Hey, I'm in the neighborhood where they filmed that movie." I was like, "Okay, cool," because it's right by. It was very close to where he lives. So I was like, "That's cool." But that was a freaky movie. I gotta figure it out because it's gonna bother me now if I don't tell you people.
All right, we got about a minute.
Yeah.
So. Hope everybody has great holidays. Hope you be safe out there. Hope you get all the goodies that you want for the Christmas season. And
Barbarian. That was it.
There it is. Barbarian.
Barbarian. That was a weird movie.
So, and we will see you in 2024.
Yes, everybody have a good holiday season. Thank you. Thank you again for supporting our show. And
thank you.
You guys have a good one. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.